I'm back. Rhodes Rants on Star Wars. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Join the Rhodes Squadron. Today, before I get to the video, 6:15 tonight, John Matrix, Fatal J, myself, we will count down our top 10 favorite comic book superhero movies of all time. On with the video. Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker editor details new filmmaking process for J.J. Abrams. Comicbook.com, our old friend Patrick Cavanaugh. Thanks in large part to his accomplishments with Star Trek franchise, J.J. Abrams seems to be a perfect choice to helm the Star Wars of Force Awakens, a decision fans largely approved of when it landed in theaters. While many audiences praised what Abrams achieved, other fans felt like the film played it too safe in regards to their expectations. For the upcoming Rise of Skywalker, the filmmaker had to find ways to organically conclude not only the sequel trilogy but the entire Skywalker saga. The filmmaker's editor, Mary Ann Brandon, recently detailed the process of crafting the film, noting the new filmmaking techniques Abrams was forced to accept. I did this thing on cutting The Rise of Skywalker, and we had a very short schedule. Brandon shared with an audience at the Carsey Wolf Center. When we did The Force Awakens, we started in May and we finished in October. And we were out till the following Christmas. For this film, we didn't start until August. So we weren't done until February shooting. So we had 4 months less time, and it's a very big film. We still do not have an official runtime yet. I'm wondering if it may be the first 3-hour Star Wars movie. So I convinced JJ to let me cut it on the set. He was like, "No, we never do that." She noted, I was like, "Just try it, so I can start turning over shots." Jurassic World director Colin Trevorrow was originally attached for the film, which likely is why Abrams was unable to develop the film by his traditional methods. With this bigger time crunch, Abrams had to step outside his comfort zone, as Brandon herself did. Quote, "So I was like on the set the entire time, and he got so used to that he was like, 'You need to be less than 10 feet away from me at all times.' So if the camera would move 10 feet, I would move 10 feet. I was everywhere, outside in a water tank." Wow. The filmmaker explained that this process allowed her to develop a relationship with the cast, and by piecing the film together as they went along, allowed her to obtain footage she might not have been able to used. Quote, "I watched what they were shooting. I was cutting what they were shooting the day before. I had the DP right there to ask questions," director of photography. "If I needed a shot, or if JJ decided we needed another shot, we set up in a corner and got a green screen to shoot something. Getting to know the cast and having them comfortable with me, it was a really great way to understand what we were going through." The movie lands in theaters December 20th. Okay, so what do we think about this Rhodes Squadron? I don't know. I'm more comforted with the fact that he's actually willing to shoot this scene until it needs to be correct in his head, whereas I'd heard that Rian Johnson literally took like one take of every shot and rolled with it, as opposed to, I've heard JJ shoots as many as 15 shots of one scene. So I don't know how accurate that is. I don't know if he was allowed to do that or could do it in this movie. My issue with all of this is, once Trevorrow got let go by Kathleen Kennedy, I believe they should have changed the release date of this movie. especially now in light of the fact that we found out there's going to be a 3-year gap in between Star Wars films. Maybe they should have pushed this movie another year. Or maybe they should have decided to make it 2 parts, which is what I was banging the drum for months. Now that it doesn't seem like it's going to be 2 parts, and really what I was looking for was episode 8.5, and then episode 9. Take care of the shortcomings of The Last Jedi, and then finish the movie in episode 9. Or call it episode 10. I don't give a damn. But you get my point. I just feel like that anytime somebody with a film... Have you ever heard of a film, a blockbuster, that was under a rush and the movie turned out to be good? I mean, I'm sure maybe it's happened, but I've heard of it happening with some films, and they're disasters generally. You know. Do I think this is going to be a disaster? No. JJ will put together a good movie. Whether or not it's a good Star Wars movie is another story. I've said Rian Johnson just left him with too few groceries in the cupboard to piece together a good movie at this point. It is what it is. You tell me what you think in the comment section below. Rogue Squadron tonight. Don't forget, 6:15 p.m. Central Time. Top 10 comic movies ever. Peace 'em out. Till next time.